And good morning to you. I'm Cheryl Miller. It is graduation season with high school and college students heading off on a new challenge in their lives. Statistics show that as a nation, we give about $5 billion in graduation gifts, with nearly 60% of it as gifts of cash. Now, that's probably much appreciated, but there are other thoughtful gifts that you can give as well. Richmond CPA Phil Umansky is here with us today to share some possible options. Good morning, Phil.
Good morning, Cheryl. Glad to be here.
You're very welcome. Thanks for being here with us. A lot of graduates would say, I love getting cash as a gift, and it is probably the gift that one size fits all.
Well, you know, the good thing about cash is you can use it to spend anything, but it's not a memorable gift. So if you're thinking about something that somebody will remember 10, 15, 20 years down the line, cash is probably going to be low on the list because so many graduates do get cash. But we've got some memorable gifts that will help, I think, ease the transition from whatever stage they were at to a new, more independent stage of life.
Because if you're a high school graduate and going off to college, there are certain things that you're going to need. And if you're a college graduate going out into the so-called real world, there are other things that you're going to need as well.
Transitions for both parties. And each one is a transition and a growth process. And you know, some of the gifts can really sort of promote that independence that they're going towards.
Well, you brought some ideas here. What have you got as far as what should we give the gift to a graduate that we really care about and that we want to help them out on a good foot?
Okay, so now we're talking about maybe a parent that knows everything about the son or daughter, right? What they need. I give cash because whenever I'm married, but I don't have any children.
Right.
So I don't know what the other people really want. But if you're a parent, there's a lot of good gifts. So I've got a list here. We got visuals here. So this is a nice pot and pan, and this is a great gift for a college graduate that's going to set up their first apartment or a first home. And the advantage of maybe a parent giving cookware is that will actually help the graduate save some money because they won't be eating out as much as they did when they were in college. You know, college kids eat out of the dining hall. They also go to McDonald's and Burger King and those types of places. So a good set of cookware is a big investment, but it can pay off because these are basically lifetime type utensils that you can get.
So really a two-tier gift because you've got the cookware so that you can cook at home and then you don't have to go out and eat as often.
Absolutely, and that's something, particularly a single person, they tend to eat out more, but you know, if you're dating somebody, oh, that's nice, he's got a nice set of cookware. That tells me he's perhaps very impressive.
And maybe you can throw in a grocery store gift card to go with that so they can actually go buy some groceries.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Absolutely.
What else we got?
Okay, so this is a money magazine. There's a lot of good financial planning magazines out there. So this would be a great gift for a child going from high school to college who's going to be managing some of his own money, but also a great gift from a college student going out in the work world, because really you want that individual to begin thinking about saving and investing. This generation is going to have a hard time keeping up with all the federal debt. So they got to be pretty smart in terms of how they manage their money. So this magazine would be a great subscription.
So that's kind of a perpetual gift of information going forward.
Absolutely. And you know, if you get a subscription to that and you get a magazine every month, that will sort of make you financially literate, I think, and begin to think about investments and retirement planning and putting money away in your 401k.
And it makes the gift recipient think about you at least once a month.
Absolutely, absolutely.
All right, what else?
Okay, so now this is an old tablet, very old, but this represents electronics. And young kids just love electronics. But what I would recommend is check with them first in terms of what electronic product they want. They may already have a tablet. They may prefer something else in terms of electronics. But electronics is always so an industry in which there's always new things coming in. So kids can really go towards that.
Yeah, the minute you buy something, it's already obsolete. So
absolutely.
You definitely want to talk to them and find out what they want. You've got a barbell here.
All right, so a barbell. You think you can lift that? Okay, now, most kids, when they go to college, they have a fitness center associated with the college or university, and they go and play pickup basketball or whatever. Now they're going into the work world, perhaps a more sedentary position. So this represents a membership to a health club or a fitness center. And it can be close to where the person works, it could be close to where they live. And this is sort of the gift of health and the gift of fitness, I believe.
And hopefully they won't be like most of us who buy a gym membership and then never go.
Yes, and the key is to make sure that your grad is somebody who likes to work out. Maybe it's an athlete who played for a team or something. They say, you know, I want to keep in shape after I get into a more sedentary type of position.
That's a good one. The tie represents, I'm sure that when you go out for those first interviews, you got to be dressed just right.
You got to be dressed, and typically that's expected on the first interviews, but you also have to be well dressed when you get the job and go in. So, you know, most kids coming out of college don't really have a big professional wardrobe. They probably do have a suit or something of that nature to go for an interview. So what I would recommend is a gift certificate or a gift card to one of the fine clothiers. Something that would allow both a male and a female to really transition to a more professional wardrobe. And in a way, this is almost required in many positions that meet the public to be well dressed.
And one last thing, I can't see from the back, it looks like a very pretty piece of decorative item, but it's a clock, okay.
It's a clock. So, you know, the student coming from high school to college is going to have a desk in the dorm room. And a student coming from college to the first job is going to have a home desk or something of that nature. So the thing I like about this is it's actually monographed here. It's got a person's name here. So that's a more personalized gift that they can remember. And like I said, these are things that's great, professional, little, what I call add-ins to really build up the apartment and make it really look professional.
Some very nice tangible things. And then one other thing that you mentioned was maybe an investment account for the graduate.
Absolutely. You know, if you can put a little money into an investment account, and then that will help the individual to add some money themselves to the investment account. I think that's a great idea. And you know, the good thing about gifts is people really remember physical gifts. And it does indicate some effort that you're going out and really looking at their interest and trying to match those interests with the gifts that you give.
They're great. And on the other side, when you get a gift, don't forget, write the thank you notes.
Oh, that's absolutely true. I mean, we've given gifts and haven't gotten thank you notes, and that's an element of professionalism as well in the work world.
Absolutely. Phil Umansky, thanks so much for some great ideas today.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
You're very welcome, and congratulations to all the graduates.